What's going on, y'all? So I'm just headed back to my house. I just came from the store. You know, my transmission on my car messed up and I ain't got another one yet. So, you know, I'm patting my feet and turning them corners, and I'm not ashamed of it, baby. But I'm just walking, casually walking on the way home, and just thinking about how valuable I am, right? Just thinking about how much I bring to the table. And it's not to be boastful. It's not to say that I'm better than anyone, right? It is a self-evaluation of who I am. See, I did a video about this a long time ago, about how you have to be your biggest cheerleader. And it's important as a business owner, entrepreneur, that you know what your value is. You know what you bring to the table. No matter if you had a series of events where people tried to tear you down for how much of a unicorn you may be, right? How big your light shines, how bright your light shines, you know? When the dust settles, you still have to remember that your light shines, and it shines bright. And light irritates a lot of people. So it's not all about how people perceive you. It's about how confident you are to show up just the way that you are. Because, you know, it's almost like it doesn't matter how many no's you get. Just keep reaching for that yes, right? But you won't be able to get to the yes if you allow all the misfortunes and people who have, you know, destroyed the opportunity to stay connected to you, or people who don't value your light and what you bring to the table. If you allow all of those situations to break you down rather than build you up, then you won't be able to access the power that's in identifying how valuable you truly are. So I encourage you today to write a list, all right? I want you to write a list of things that makes you valuable. A list of gifts that you have that some folk may not even have. I also want you to include in this list things that make you unique. What are your assets? What you bring to the table? It's important to do this self-evaluation. Because if you don't know how much glory you carry, how are you ever going to be able to articulate that? Tell somebody else what you bring to the table. How are you ever going to be confident? How are you ever going to put together the different things that you have to offer if you haven't done a self-evaluation of yourself? If you haven't already become your biggest cheerleader? If you don't already know that you're valuable, and how so? So I encourage you to write that list today. Peace, family.